Alright everyone, welcome back to GTA 3, the Definitive Edition, the playthrough. This is episode number 21, and this is the annoying mission special, everybody. This is the one that I've not been looking forward to the most. I thought that some previous missions were the worst, but these ones, they kind of take the cake for being the most annoying. So without further ado, we'll start off with the first one for Asuka. Those of you who know this game will already know what this mission is, but I'm still going to explain it when we get into it. So, what have you got for us, Asuka? Oh joy, it's espresso to go.
Miguel certainly has some of that famous Latin stamina. I'm quite exhausted. We underestimated Catalina's plans for Spank. It reaches far beyond the yardies selling it on the street corners. The cartel have a front company, the Kappa Coffee House. They've been selling Spank through the street stalls. We have no choice but to put these drug stands out of operation. Smash them to splinters!
Espresso to go, anyone? Yeah, so this is Espresso to go. It's an infamous mission for several reasons. One being that it's incredibly long and drawn out and annoying. Espresso to go is easy enough if you know where all the stands are. But obviously the first one is marked on your map. But we're not going to go there because one of the main things about Espresso to go is that there are stalls on every single island. There's 2 in Portland, 2 in Shoreside Vale, and I believe 5 on Staunton Island. Let's see, we need a total of 9, so 4 and 5, yep, 9. And with that being said, you don't know where those stalls are. If it's your first time playing the game, you are either going to have to look up a guide or find them all yourself. I imagine that lots of people nowadays would just look up a guide, but if you were playing this game back in 2001, bearing in mind this mission is unchanged from the original version, if you were playing this in the days of 2001, I'm pretty sure that most people did not have access to the internet. So looking this up would require either a gaming strategy guide or just doing it yourself, basically. So the first one we're going to go for is in Mafia territory in St. Mark's. I've got a 2-star wanted level, that's annoying enough as it is. Now, important thing to know is that the Mafia in this specific mission, the developers were smart enough to know, I believe this is the case in the original as well, the developers were smart enough to realise that you would be going to St. Mark's and the Mafia would hate you. So in order to get around the issue of the shotguns, they essentially just removed them for this mission only, and then gave them Uzis. It's still a bad idea to go to Mafia territory in general in any other mission, but because you have to here, the developers, yeah, they made that change. I almost died then, thanks game. So, you are on a time limit as well, so as soon as you smash that first stall, you are on a time limit for 7 minutes and 30 seconds, I think. Whatever. You saw how much it was. I'm not going to bother going back and having a look. So, yeah, there's one here as well. These are the only 2 in Portland, and then we're going to move on to Staunton Island and then do Shoreside Vale. Portland is probably the hardest to do because there's only 2 totally, and you wouldn't really think that they are where they are because there is a lot of other areas in Portland where they might be, but no, St. Mark's and near the harbour, that's pretty much it. So, other than that, there's not much else to say about this mission. It's just that it is quite annoying and something that you really don't want to do, but you have to. The main thing is that you could get a truck and do this, right? But the only issue is that a truck is very slow. A truck like the barracks or the flatbed, you could like nudge these stalls to destroy them, but because it's so slow, I don't really recommend it. If you're in the toughened mod of this game on PC, I saw when I was watching Crazy 4 Games, there's a toughened mod on GTA 3, which I've now finished. The barracks truck in the mission is bulletproof, I believe, at least in the version that he was playing. So he was using the barracks truck and just nudging the stands so it didn't cause as much damage to the car. I decided I need a faster vehicle because I don't trust myself to go slowly in a truck. And I think after you destroy the stands in that mission, in the Toughen mod, it gives you more time, because there are more stands in that version, and it is an even longer mission in that specific mod. So otherwise, that's it. That's all you have to remember. But the next mission that we're going to be doing is Rig to Blow. And once we get onto it, I'll explain why it's annoying and then kind of go into a little challenge I might set myself to do. It's an easy enough thing to start, it's just doing the actual challenge is not going to be easy. But, you know, I'll talk about it when I get there. But, before you ask, no, I did not have any thoughts about doing this mission as a challenge, even though it is a worthwhile challenge. Doing this mission with 6 stars would be my challenge, but I'd have to go back to an earlier save and go back to this point, because I created a save for Markman, multiple ones actually, and I also created one after Rig to Blow. That might give you a little hint as to what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, let's talk about, because I've actually spent a few hours today going through my train simulator. You see, I use Twine, which is a program, Twine 2 specifically. It lives in your browser, and Twine is useful for telling interactive stories. You can actually build your own interactive story through Twine, but I use it for note-taking on various different things, including my comic. But also I used it to plan out this playthrough, and I'm using it now to make a note of things in Train Simulator, which is a game I've already bought, but I need a gaming laptop to actually play it, and my current laptop is not powerful enough. I don't really know why it's not powerful enough. It seems a lot more modern than the one that I had before, but for some reason this one couldn't run it either. It could run an older version of a Train Simulator, which is no longer sold on the store, and I have no idea where to find said older version, and you know what, I can't be bothered. I bought the new one, 2022, which came out about a month before I actually had the money to buy the game off of Steam. The reason why I bought it so early, you might be wondering, is because I encountered the Halloween sale, which was only on until November the 1st. So I knew that I wasn't going to have a gaming laptop until then. I even checked on that very same day, is it in stock? Because I was going to totally order it, you know, but no such luck. I just bought the games and a few DLC packs that were included as well. So that was nice. I still got to play them though. Before you ask, I don't know whether I'll do videos on those. And to be quite honest, I do need a few other things before I even play Train Simulator. So, because it's a gaming laptop, you might think that I've already got other things in the house that would work with certain games, like an Xbox controller. I don't have one. I am going to buy one though. They are cheaper for the Xbox One. Yeah, the Xbox One controllers, they're cheap to buy, so I'll get one of those. I'll get a headset as well, which will come in useful maybe for making videos, but I don't know how good quality it's going to be. And also I need a mouse to play Train Simulator, because of course, just to make it more difficult, why don't you? So that's everything pretty much that I'll need. Mouse mat, obviously I don't have one because I haven't had a PC for years, so I didn't expect myself to need a mouse mat, so I didn't keep one. But yeah, easy enough thing to get though. Mission passed £4 and we're going to go on to do Rig to Blow for de-ice right now. And I am making use of the import-export garage that I completed in Shoreside Vale in this segment here. which is handy enough to have if you want to get access to a fast car guaranteed, except in Shoreside Vale, quite often it is fast cars that spawn. So, still, I decided to make use of it because I wanted a, I think it was a cheetah. Was it a cheetah? Or a stinger? Could have been a stinger. I think that said stinger. Doesn't make sense for it to be anything else. Let's see. It is a stinger. And so yeah, that will be fun to play Train Simulator. I'm going to have to get used to controls, obviously, because it's using keys, and I am not a PC person, so I have a laptop. I just use it for work and things like that, if I need to. But, you know, and obviously publishing stuff to YouTube, I do actually upload things from the PlayStation, but then I do things like editing the title and putting it in a playlist on the actual laptop on YouTube. So everything is unlisted until I release things, until it's in a perfect state, and then I can check everything over and make sure that it's suitable, you know, it actually works. So, de-ice. That garage isn't supposed to open. And you know what, I don't really get why. I think... Right, watch this and see. I don't think this is on the list of glitches, but for some reason I think it should be. That garage isn't supposed to open, I don't think, but for some reason it does. Let's have a look. I think it's going to make the car disappear. Let's have a look. Yeah, it just... You saw it and then you didn't. That's bullshit. Well, I've lost my stinger now, but it doesn't matter, because we're going to do rig to blow, and it doesn't really matter what car I use. I'm going to be driving somebody else's car. Oh boy, rig to blow is a pain in the ass. A major pain in the ass. I'll just show you, alright? The mission should speak for itself, but still, I'll talk about it. Come on, let's go.
Some effort is why my wheels will blow. If I lose those wheels, my rep on the street will be dead. Pick up my car and take it over to the garage on St. Mark's, alright, yo? Let them defuse that. Let them take care of that bomb. The clock's ticking and the wiring is messed up. One pothole too many and that thing could blow. Now move it!
I do apologise for whatever sound that guy just made. Like, oh, I don't know what's wrong with him. He needs to be seen to by a medical professional. Anyway, this is Rig to Blow, everyone. This is the mission where you drive a car which is literally packed full to the brim with explosives, and just let the mission blow fist. If you take too much damage, it will explode. The only thing is that I think this is extra sensitive, right? If you smash into a wall too fast, it will blow up. If you smash into anything too fast, it will blow up. If you keep hitting it against another car, which by the way is easy enough to do, you will blow up. If you take too long, because we're on a time limit, you will blow up. And if you're wondering, what makes this mission so annoying? Because you'd think, oh, well, going through traffic at 1,000,000 miles an hour to try and get to some place without damaging the car is annoying, right? Well, it becomes extra annoying because we're going to have to go all the way to St. Mark's. Where is St. Mark's? It's in Portland. For piss sake, it's back on the first island. Great. So we're going to have to be careful until we reach St. Mark's. But even then it's not over. I'm going to die. Bullshit. Thank you, car that caused me to do that. Once again, the revenge of the Infernus that keeps blowing up. Bugger me. Right, let's just try this again. So, we're going all the way to Portland, which is a fair way to go. We're going to use the tunnel because it is quicker. There's less chances of us getting blown up, to be honest with you, because I think there's more traffic in total going along the bridges than using the tunnel. But I think we're going to use the bridges to get back. I don't remember what method I used. I think I used the bridges to get back. Either way, both are a viable option so long as you don't hit anything too hard, right? But what else makes this mission annoying is you're not really out of the woods when you get to Portland, when you get to the garage that defuses the bomb. because D-Ice wants you to deliver this car in mint condition. Granted, the timer goes away, so you've got all the time in the world to bring it back, but still, if you end up flipping it and it blows up, then obviously mission failed. But you cannot damage this thing at all when you're coming back. Not at all. You've got paint sprays on Portland, Staten Island and Shoreside Vale to use if you really need to. But ideally, you should have, you should have resprayed it at the end, like near Shoreside Vale. But even then, you've got a fair way to go before you get to Wichita Gardens. That's where it's going. So yeah, Rig to Blow is not a fun mission. And whilst I say all that, I have been thinking about setting myself a 6 stars challenge for this mission. Because why not? Doing this mission with 6 stars successfully would be quite a good achievement. Now for that I am going to need to create another save file, which I did after this mission. So we can, well not after, before, right? I did it there with the Stinger. So then we can, we can play this mission with 6 stars. I'll have to use cheats for that though. And by the way, yes, the Mafia are turned off. The Mafia do not attack you when you go through their territory. I'm not sure about the Triads, but I don't think that they attack you either. So, piss off, Mafia. You almost killed me then. Jesus. Go away. Yeah, yourself and all. Yeah, whatever you said. Yeah, so the Mafia are not going to attack us. Which is good, because otherwise this mission might be impossible. Right, but, developers were smart enough to know. Now we're going to take the bridges back. And I'm not going to bother respraying it until we're away from Portland. I think I tried once on Staten Island and then Shoreside Vale, I'm not sure. So, doing a 6 stars challenge would be immensely hard. Because when you have 6 stars, the army comes after you and they have tanks and trucks. Now, in reality, the army aren't really the biggest challenge in that. It's more so everything is a challenge in this mission. Every single object, every passing car, every wall, everything that ever existed in this game, ever will do, is a hazard. It's an obstacle. The army just make things worse, really. I mean, they drive fairly erratically, even with a tank and with a barracks truck. And obviously the cops will shoot you when you're near the side of the road. They obviously will shoot you. So the way I'm going to do it is, when I start the mission, I will give myself 6 stars. Through a cheat, I input it 3 times to raise my wanted level. And then we're going to go to the garage in Portland, hopefully not die. I think I'm going to take the bridges for that one, because there's not a lot of space in the tunnels to manoeuvre. And then, if you're wondering how I'm going to do this, I sort of thought to myself, do I do it in a stream? Piss off, cop, you ruined my day. Do I do this in a stream, or do I do it in a regular video? I'm still kind of debating on what I'm doing, and even if I'm going to do the challenge at all. But just to be perfectly clear with you, I am thinking about it. Because I think it will be an interesting video for people to watch, and a nice little challenge, because generally this playthrough has been pretty simple and straightforward. I'd say we've had some annoying missions, but those are still present in the original, so it's not really anything new. New that's a problem. You know what I mean. And excuse me, let me just clear my throat again. Piss off. Get out of my way. Right, it must have taken me a while to finish this mission. Either that, or I'm going to be driving all the way back to, who's next? I think it's Asuka. Again. With the mission SAM. SAM isn't really a difficult mission for me. But it was this time around because I decided to do interesting things like try and fly the Dodo to the construction site and stuff like that. You'll see though, you'll see. Young man in the Navy, indeed. Paint spray is right here. There's about 3 different entrances to this bloody paint spray, and they're all pretty narrow gaps. I mean, there is a special narrow one up there, and it's a fairly small small garage as well, so I don't know if you can fit something like a stretch in there. Probably not. Seems pretty long to me. Anyway, I'm not going to damage the car again. I'm going to be extra careful going down here. I hate going down this squiggle though. I hate it because it just feels like a waste of time, you know. Right, so the car needs to go over there, but we need to go all the way around because there's no way to get in there without crashing. None at all. Yeah, anyway, Rig to Blow is done. Mission past 20 grand. I don't give a shit. I don't care how much you pay me. That was a crap mission. Don't like it. Do not like it at all. And now let's go and do SAM for Asuka. Oh joy. I'm going to save the game, I think, though. See, these garages are supposed to open, but the middle one doesn't. That's the thing. I don't know what was, don't know how that happened, because I swear in the original game, the middle garage never opened. Like, never. Not even by accident. So, I don't know how they messed that up. And, also, to sort of link in with this game, I have watched a video comparing this version and the original. And you know what? There's a lot of things that they took out that I didn't really notice. Not at all. So, Claude, when he's running, when he sort of bumps into someone, he does look over his shoulder in the original version. And even when he's jogging, he may look behind him when you've got the camera pointing towards you, right? I don't care, I'm having it. Now, then he also holds up the middle finger to drivers who almost hit him, or just basically anyone. He does it like whenever he feels like it. They took that out, so they took out the looking behind him and they took out the middle finger. Why? I have absolutely no idea. I don't. I really, really don't. It feels like the most pointless removal of anything. It's not censorship, because this is a game for rated 18 and over. The middle finger is not really that bad of a thing, to be honest with you. Like, what's so bad about it? And then, looking behind him, so you remove one of his animations? Why? Why? What's the point? I don't get it. You could have just left it and just made this model do it, because you've still got all the same animations. Why have you dropped those? And, you know, also birds flying in the sky, right? They weren't physical, actual birds. They were just kind of, you know, a bunch of textures floating about. They're gone. Background noises, they're kind of missing as well. And also the street stuff, the stuff on the street, like it's been replaced now by dead leaves. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I do apologise. So the dead leaves have kind of replaced the other stuff on the ground that would move around, except the dead leaves don't move, but they are just absolutely everywhere, so you kind of get bored of seeing them, like it's the only texture that they put in. And I don't know what's up with that raised part over there near the lift bridge. I don't know. That was never in the original, but for some reason it's here. Don't get it. Is it just a misplaced tile? I don't know. Anyway, Asuka, let's do SAM whilst the car flies off to the moon. Alright, you gonna stay still, cheater? Good. Thank God for that. Right, off we go to do SAM.
Do we tighten it some more now, or just wait for it to turn black and fall off?
Give it a quick prod.
Oh, what is that gooey yellow stuff? Oh, hey, Pave!
My handyman.
I was bored, so I came over to keep Asuka company.
She's got the makings of a natural, this girl. She's managed to extract this little gem from our guest. There's a plane coming into Francis International in 2 hours' time. It is full of Catalina's poison. You can avoid airport security by getting a boat out to the runway light buoys and shooting the plane down on its approach. Collect the cargo from the debris and stash it.
Oh, you be careful now, okay, baby?
Now try the chili oil.
SAM is not really that difficult of a mission, but because I tried to do some fancy things, it ended up being not very good. Not very good indeed. So, I know that the game tells you to go to the marker buoy, the marker buoy. It's supposed to be boy, not buoy. I think buoy is the American way of saying it. Which, it's supposed to be boy, isn't it? Anyway. So I know you're supposed to get to the marker buoy, but you don't have to. The game doesn't force you to do that, because it's actually harder if you go to the marker buoy. Boy, sorry. It's catching. It's like a disease. Boy disease. Buoy disease. Actually sounds like a legitimate disease. And, yeah. You just have to go onto the runway at the airport, and then that's much easier. Right? It's much easier to hit the plane out of the sky with the rocket launcher, because, you know, you've got more time. Otherwise you're just kind of sitting there like a damp duck in the middle of the water. Which you can do, I'm sure it's pretty much possible, but still, I prefer to go to the actual runway. This mission, this episode could have been a lot longer had I not cut out the failures. But suffice it to say, this first part goes fine, you know. So the time limit is not for you, it's for the, it is kind of for you as well, but it's for the plane. I'm not sure what happens if you let the time limit run out, I'm not sure. Because in my mind, I'd think that the plane lands, and then you might still have a chance. But, yeah. I always try and do it before the time expires. Don't get why, maybe there's a reason, but still. And also this boat, it's fine going forwards, but when you're reversing, it's incredibly slow. Yeah. Now, let's deal with these cartel members, because that guy is an M16 over there. Headshot. Headshot. And another headshot. There we go, that was fairly easy. So watch out for those guys, take them out. You will have to take them out eventually, because you have to go on the runway to collect the packages that fall out of the plane when it blows up. And also try not to get caught in the blast, like I did. I seem to do that every single time, because I'm kind of too close, but if you're off to the side it's a bit safer. I think I can see the plane. See, in this version you can actually see the plane before it arrives, because the draw distance is much longer. So there you go, there's the plane. Otherwise it would have been like a red light in a foggy sky, because I think this mission is scripted to be foggy in the original, and it is kind of foggy right now. Just misty, really. No, not Misty the character, Misty the, weather pattern. Anyway. Let's go. Come on, stupid plane. I'm gonna get caught in the blast. Oh, bugger me. Stop. Oh. Yeah, there's a 946 in Francis International. I've had to listen to that throughout this entire game, by the way. That stupid police scanner problem where she says there's a North 1048 in Northwest fucking... They're separate voice clips, alright? They are. It's just that they've been badly done. I'm going to try and fly the Dodo back, but that doesn't end up going very well. Probably because I lost body armor in the blast there. But yeah, there's a 1048 in West Central. And then the regular name of the place is played just fine, because it's not 2 words, it's Francis International. Francis International. It's like that. so you can tell it is. It's just one line, one voice clip, but the other ones are separate, right? But somebody made it so there's a pause in between them. Is it to kind of make it easier for people to understand what she's saying? Or is it that they just did a bad job? I think in Vice City it's completely normal, but I don't really know. It's just a weird thing. See, you can sell, yeah. Anyway, let's fly the Dodo, because I can do that now, apparently. Flying the Dodo will probably not really happen much more after this. Only in the Mark Man attempt special, you know, the whole alternative methods to doing Mark Man, which I have 2 of that I think will work and 1 that definitely won't, but still, we'll see. I was honestly, I got a bit worried there, a moment, before I did this video obviously. I got really worried about the Dodo being able to fit 1 person in, only 1, right? I got worried about that because I thought, well wait, it's a plane, maybe he sits in the middle and there is no other seats, but no, it looks like it's a 2-seater plane. I'm still going to try and find out, because I'm still worried about Ray not getting in this thing. I know, it just suddenly occurred to me, because I think there are some planes in the GTA series that are only 1-seater. I thought there is no 1-seater vehicle in GTA 3. Then I thought, oh, maybe the Dodo might be the only one. And I'm just not thinking straight. But it appears that there's 2 seats, and yeah, I'm gonna hope that goes well. This doesn't go well though. That could have been an amazing escape from the police, but it wasn't. And now we're gonna blow up because my wheel hit something. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Stop shooting me. I should have gotten in that car. The car should have stopped. I'm dead. Yep. Mission failed. We'll get him in a moment when we try again. Here's me standing on the runway again. I'm going to blow up the plane. This time, avoiding the blast. I think. Don't think I got caught up in it this time. Now, so in this attempt I actually tried to, because I destroyed the police helicopter, I got 5 stars. Which I always used to get when I did this mission, because I think I blew up the police helicopter, either that or it gave you 5 stars in the original and just not in this version. But yeah, why are the lights still on when it's destroyed? That's weird. Don't get it. So yeah, I had 5 stars. The FBI come after you at 5 stars. So what I ended up doing was I tried to get an FBI car, because I thought, oh, it'll be cool to steal their vehicle and just run away, you know. And also I need an FBI car for import-export. But I ended up getting killed in quite a spectacular way, if I recall. See, I've got 5 stars now, because I destroyed that helicopter. And then, I remember now that no matter what, I'll get an FBI car in the emergency vehicle import-export video. That will probably be a video, not a stream. But it might end up being a stream if I combine it with something else, I don't know. Still, I'll get a 5-star wanted level and take one that way. Because I don't think I'm going to do it on my first try. And I'm not going to be using cheats either, so can't lose my wanted level until I get in the car and then go to a paint spray, so, you know. Here come the insane FBI just flying off the thingy, you know, the jetty, whatever. So, yeah, this attempt is not going to go well. The FBI are insane at driving and just everything, really. There's 4 guys with an AK in every single FBI car, so they are pretty lethal. Not as lethal as the army, because the army are outfitted with M16s, And M16s, as you well know, are perfectly engineered killing machines in this game, right? I think the gun in this game, the model is based on the... Does that say FIB or FBI? Because it should say FBI, because the cars are still called FBI cars, right? Right? I don't know, let's look next time, but I'm pretty sure that said FIB, which is the HD Universe equivalent, because they were just called the FBI in the old games. Oh god. I'll stop when... no, leave me alone, stop shooting. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yeah. Yeah, it says FIB, doesn't it? Whoops. Whoops, developers, you didn't think there, did you? It's just the FBI in this game. God, what is the reason? To be honest, I don't even know what the reason is for the change. Is it that the real life FBI got upset with you? Because I'm pretty sure people make jokes about the FBI all the time. Oh, I hope the FBI doesn't come to my house and discover this, or... You know, I swear people make jokes about them all the time. They're featured in films a lot, right? That's a fictionalized representation. Are you telling me you can't have it in this game? I mean, I know in the modern GTA universe, the FIB, they're called the FIB, right? Which is almost FBI, except, you know, the I and the B are the wrong way around. And I get that maybe they did that to avoid upsetting the FBI, but in the original games, they were just all called the FBI. And they say FBI as well. So, am I seeing things? Is that right? Does it say FIB on the back of the uniform, but they say FBI in the voice lines, because, you know, they're unchanged? I don't know. Might inspect that further at some point, I don't know. Ransom. Here we go. I've got your precious Maria. If you don't want her face to look like she fell out with the butcher, bring $500,000 to the villa in Cedar Grove. Sorry about that, I wasn't fast enough. 45 grand though. It's a lot of money. We can afford to go to the villa, but we won't do that yet. Right, we've still got some things to complete. Just a few, I think. I don't really remember what else we've got to do. The ISIS mission, there's only one left, isn't there? I think so. There's also the Donald Love thing, but that won't take long. And yeah, that about does it for this episode. I do hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next video, which will be episode 22. Hopefully we'll be able to do some more missions then. I don't remember actually what we're going to be doing next time, but let's see. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye, take care, stay safe, and good night if it's night time where you are. Good morning if it's morning. You get the drift. See you around.